Hi everybody, so I'm on day 2 of my pre-cleanse and I'm going to take this time to explain to everybody exactly what I mean when I say a pre-cleanse and why I advise everybody to do a pre-cleanse. If you're looking to do the Clean9 cleansing programme, I will always advise you to do a week's pre-cleanse beforehand. The reason for this is because in the first 2 days of the Clean9 plan, they're the hardest 2 days within the whole 9 days. This is because you don't physically consume any food, you don't physically eat anything, you only have what's provided within the Clean9 pack. So you get everything that your body needs, you get all the nutrients and protein and vitamins, everything that you need for your body to survive, but you don't physically eat any food, which can be a struggle for most people. On top of that, your body is releasing all the toxins and chemicals from your system. So you can experience some side effects from this. You can feel, a little bit lethargic, not have as much energy as you used to. You can have a few headaches and stuff from it, from the toxins getting the more toxic you are, the worse you'll feel basically. But if you prepare yourself for these first 2 days and the whole 9 days in total, the easier you will find them to get through and the better the results you'll find in the end. So within your first week's pre-cleanse before you start the 9 days, there's a few things that I advise everybody to do. The first one and the easiest one is to increase the amount of water that you drink. Now everybody knows how good water is for you, but not everybody drinks even half as much as what they should, myself included. So increase the amount of water that your body intakes within the first 7 days before you start the plan. Quite simple, quite easy, something everybody can do. The second one is to reduce your caffeine intake. So if you're a big tea drinker or a big coffee drinker or drink lots of Coca-Cola, make sure you reduce this as much as you can, and ideally be at least caffeine free for 2 days before you start the Clean9. A minimum of 2 days caffeine free is a must. Now this is one of the main ones for me because I am a huge caffeine drinker. I drink tea all day, every day. If I'm cold, I drink tea. If I'm tired, I drink tea. If I'm hungry, I drink tea. If I'm thirsty, I drink tea. My day consists of tea all day long. And the first time I tried the Clean9, I didn't do a week's pre-cleanse. I went from drinking 20 cups of tea a day to the first day of my Clean9 only consuming what's provided within the pack. This consisted in me suffering with really severe headaches from the caffeine withdrawals. Now I don't want anybody to experience the headaches that I had because there's no way that you'd be able to carry on. I didn't get past day 1 on my first time doing the Clean9 because of the withdrawal symptoms from the caffeine. Nothing to do with the plan. If I had prepared myself for the plan and I had reduced the amount of caffeine that I had before I started, I wouldn't have had these headaches and I would have been able to get through the first 2 days easily. But because I had the caffeine withdrawal headaches, I couldn't get past day 1. So if you're like me and you drink a lot of caffeine, tea, coffee, Coke, any fizzy pops, make sure that you reduce your intake of them hugely before you start the 9-day plan. To begin with, I wouldn't expect you to go cold turkey, just stop drinking it altogether because you will still get these headaches. So reduce the amount you take and then in effect wean yourself off them. Go to decaffeinated tea if you drink a lot of tea, which is what I did. Started drinking decaffeinated tea, and then yesterday when I started my pre-cleanse, I only drank water all day long. I just drank water. I haven't had no headaches because I'd gradually weaned myself off tea, so I didn't experience no headaches from the caffeine withdrawals. The third one is to reduce your calorie intake. Now, like I said, for the first 2 days you don't physically eat any food, so that can be a huge struggle for most people. Although your body's getting everything that it needs within the first 2 days, the thought of not physically eating, chewing and tasting food is what makes most people fail within the first 2 days. So the more you prepare for this, the easier it will be to get through. Now, I'm not saying to stop eating food because you're not going to be able to eat food on the first 2 days, but if you reduce your calorie intake, you will find it easier to not physically eat them foods and to be able to last on the products that are provided on the first 2 days. And then from days 3 to 9 on the plan, you have all the products that are provided for you within the pack, plus a 600 calorie meal. So in total, your body's having around 1,200 calories. So still a decent amount to get through your day. One of the ways to prepare for this within your 7 days pre-cleanse is to reduce your calorie intake. So stick to your main meals of the day, your breakfast, lunch, tea and your dinner. Cut out all the snacks and little bits of biscuits, chocolates, crisps, everything like that in between that we've all been overindulging with over Christmas and New Year. Cut all them out and try and stick to your main meals. And then your dinner, your main meal of the day, try and keep that to 600 calories. So then when you do come to days 3 to 9 on the plan, you're aware of what you can eat and you're not going over your calorie intake, and you're quite used to only having a 600 calorie meal at that point throughout the day, and you're not wanting any more. One of the ways to do this, and if you buy a Clean 9 with me throughout January, is the Hairy Dieters recipe book. This is filled with really great recipes, really fulfilling recipes that are all under 600 calories. So anybody that buys a Clean 9 with me throughout January, you will get a free Hairy Dieters recipe book, which will help you be able to choose some really good recipes to make sure you're getting healthy meals with your 600 calories. And then the final one is to try and incorporate an additional form of exercise into your daily routine. Now, I know most people can't fit hardly anything else into their daily routine because you're rushed off your feet as much as it is, with school runs, tidying the house, work, children, everything, etc. It's hard to fit anything else in. So I'm not saying to go and sign yourself up at the nearest gym and tie yourself with a gym membership that you're never going to be able to find the time to go to, but just trying to incorporate something more into your daily routine that you normally do. So if your daily routine is hectic as it is, with school runs, work, going shopping, cleaning the house, walking the dog, doing all of them normal daily things, and you're literally non-stop as it is, try and find something extra to do. Because although you think, oh, I can't possibly do any more exercise than I'm already doing, if you're doing that already, your body's not going to feel a change, and you're not going to see a change unless you incorporate something more, so something additional. Even if it's running up and down the stairs at home 5 or 6 times, that's something that you don't usually do, so it's something extra. It's an extra form of exercise. If you normally drive to the school, possibly walk to the school, because that's something extra on top of something you don't normally do. So nothing drastic. I'm not asking you to go run around the Memorial Park or sign up to the gym and make sure you're there at 5:30 every morning and then again at 9 o'clock at night. Just something additional incorporated into your daily routine as a form of exercise. By doing all of these things, increasing your water intake, reducing the caffeine, reducing your calorie intake and incorporating an additional form of exercise, you will find that the 9 days that you do on the Clean 9 plan are a hell of a lot easier to get through, and the results that you'll see at the end of the 9 days will be phenomenal. They will be much better than if you just bought your plan and started straight away. So the more you prepare, the easier it is to follow and the better the results are in the end. And like I said, it's like a little mini test. If you can get through the first 7 days pre-cleanse and stick to everything that I've discussed within this video to a T, and you don't struggle with it, you'll be able to get through the Clean 9 easily. So take on board everything that I've said. If you're looking to start doing the Clean 9, even if you're not looking to do it until next month, try and incorporate these little things that we've discussed into your daily routine anyway, because they will always help, and you may be able to see changes in your body and the way you're feeling just by doing the pre-cleanse tips. So if you have any questions about the pre-cleanse or about the Clean 9, and there's something that I haven't discussed or something you would like to elaborate more on, then feel free to message me, inbox me, or comment on the video below. And also, before we go, when you order your Clean 9, you will get a booklet. Another way to prepare, oh, my head fits really well on there. Another way to prepare is to read through this booklet. So when you get your Clean 9, make sure you have a good thorough read through this book before you start, as it will help you out loads. Also, if you're on Facebook, we have a private men's and private women's group that has a huge amount of support, advice and information on there. So again, before you start the Clean 9, try and have a look through the files and the tips and the posts and everything on these pages, as they help hugely. The more information you've got, the more advice and knowledge that you've got about the Clean 9, the better it will be for you to get through, and the better the results are in the end. So again, as always, any questions, queries, any advice or information that you need, don't hesitate to inbox me or comment or message. If you would like to be a part of the groups that I've just discussed, to find out more information on the Clean 9, to see people's before and after results, to see their post while they're going through the Clean 9, then message me and I'll add you to them groups to give you some more information. And anybody that's looking to buy the Clean 9, again, message me or contact me. So my next video, I won't be doing a daily video throughout the pre-cleanse, as it will get a bit boring, but I will keep you updated, and my next video will probably be in a day or two to let you know how I'm feeling from making all these changes with the pre-cleanse. Have a good day, take care, bye bye.